You can mix and match them. Wow.
You can. I did that sometimes. True.
We know you like it.
Some kid got
Just
stuck in
get
there.
stuck in the.
Hey boy. Sexo. Hey Pudu. ¿Has escuchado? Have you heard the new Hypnos Lullaby mod? If you haven't, that's what is sounding right now. And I felt it was appropriate because, you know, Pokemon. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, no. Spooky. That, that was a banger. I love that song. I love any Pico song. Oh, I have totally a bunch of. I have a pile of stuff that I've been saving during the hour that I was offline of shit to watch. So I'm hooking up you guys with some really cool stuff. Um, and because I'm using the tripod, like you seen, whenever I want to show you guys something, I can just whoop, turn it on, and there you go. We can watch it together. Because this is gonna get mindless in about half an hour. But I'm here until the cows comes home. I'm here until like 12:59 p.m. I ain't I ain't gonna stop. Okay, so how about we listen to? I was gonna say, okay, wait. Let me reload here. Uh huh. The
Internet in 2004. Solely developed by the elusive and mysterious Key.
no, not Yumaniki. Um, let's see. Mm, man, it's not now. It's not a lack of options. Now it's an overflowing of options. Like, what should I pick? Oh, uh, just to conclude it, maybe we should just watch the rest of the Halloween mod, the Hypnos Lullaby. Hold on. I wonder if I put copyrighted music here, would they remove me? Man, hopefully not. So, Pudu, Sid, what were you guys doing? Whoop. Let me put it back from the beginning. Okay. Oh. Oh, what were you playing on GameCube? Let me guess. Wind Waker. Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh man, you like that game? I have never tried it, but I love Sonic Heroes, and I know that they were made with the same engine. I'm trying to beat it. Is this your first time trying to beating it? I know you have to beat it like kinda reeks, but I'm a bit biased. Oh yeah, I'm a bit biased as well. I love edgy stuff. Whoops. I'm like 10 hours into the game. You're probably gonna be a lot more because you have to beat the game like 7 times. I mean, if you want to beat it, beat it. Okay. I I also made a post on Newgrounds, sharing the link here. So maybe a couple new grounders are gonna come. Yeah, thingies. I did most of the live. Mm. Yeah, I've been wanting to try replaying GameCube games. Ever since Oni Plays did the Sonic Heroes playthrough. Uh, I was playing Pikmin not too long ago. Awesome game. Oh, the visual novel. How was it? Um, I don't remember if you told me, but was that visual novel NSFW or is just very etchy? Yeah, I shouldn't be talking. I should be focusing on this. Pretty watch. Man, I suck at multitasking. Well, back in the day I could. That was a long time ago. Well, I mean, it's a visual novel. The only aspect of the game that is a game is the story, right? So if a visual novel has a bad story, then what else does it have? So oh, by the way, if you will have recommendations to watch, since now I'm using the TV, feel free to share. But keep it horror theme. Also, I don't know if I'm screaming too loud into the microphone. I have the phone right in front of my mouth, so I'm good, dude. You're good. Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, watch this. If you guys haven't seen the new stage of the mod, it's crazy. Wait. Yeah, thank God this is not copyright material. Wait. Whoa! Pretty chunky, right? I love that form. Hey, how are you, Adriano? Shiny Chansey. Oh yeah. If I find the 4% Gengar, then I will probably scream like them. Oh mio Dio! Oh mio Dio! Shiny Chansey! Ah, that was a great video. Love that. Um, you know what? I think the uploader deleted it. So if you haven't watched it before, it's lost forever. I saved it, so thank God for that. Man, the encounters here are terrible. 5 minutes running and nothing. What the fuck? Okay. Uh, well, if the hunt is going the same as it went in the morning, I mean, as long as I'm keep hunting, the hunt is being bad, right? Um, but I wasn't expecting to get it the Gengar or a Ghastly early in the morning. Um, but I'm gonna keep grinding until until the very end, until 12:59. Oh yeah. I have been way more than 2 hours. I have been hunting for like 5 hours. Um, the chances are the same in all three games. One in 8,192. The Gengars are 4% in the mansion. Um, I have a copy of Diamond, and the chances are 1% there. So I'm using two platinums. And in here, in this fire red, I can get Haunter, 7%, Ghastly, and a Cubone. And hopefully it's not a Cubone because it's a pretty sucky shiny. Um, oh yeah, shit. The screen is all white, so the glare doesn't let you see. But yeah, I love that the creepypasta that is based this song of. Um, well, not this song. What you call it? Lost Silver. I don't know if this is original. What I know about Lost Silver was the monochrome song. Ooh, spooky. Oh, there it is. First Gengar. Okay, now let's pray that one of those guys becomes a shiny. I you have fun watching Overwatch, though I have to admit it's not as good as this, but you know you do you. If you prefer watching Overwatch than watching a grown man shiny hunting in DSs, then fine by me. It's fine. So many DSs and still fuck you. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, oh, there's another one. Okay. Oh man, my heart drops every time it shows up. Oh, yeah, that's true. But if hopefully it doesn't happen, but in this game you can get a shiny hunter, and the shiny hunter sprites in the GBA games, they're awesome. He's like bright blue, like cobalt blue. It kind of looks like Palkia. So yeah, yeah. If I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, I mean, I prefer it over nothing, right? But if it has to happen, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, there it is, monochrome. A classic. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, let's take a look to appreciate the new version of monochrome. Ah, they did such a good job. It's a shame the mod got cancelled. Fucking idiots. Beep, 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 beep. Oh yeah, Pulu. I don't know if you're still listening, but after this next song, um, a very special song is about to begin, and I really want you to take a look at it. I think it is so appropriate that it kills me. I don't think it's a matter of listening. Oh man, ah, the okay. Let's see if I can change the light. So, same shit. Oh man. Wait. Eh, what are the odds, right? Oh man, love these rights. Now I have to set up again. Shit. Like a German would say, like, piece of shit. Okay. That was funny. Yes, it was. I mean, what are the odds, right? Hey, I've been hunting this for like 3 years, so is now that I was inspired by the song to make the stream. Just a funny coincidence. Hey, maybe while Gengar is singing, Shiny Gengar will show up. Yeah. Nah. I mean, but we can always rewind the video over and over until it shows up. Then we can chop the video and say like, "Oh my God, look at the coincidence." Get a million views. I can put my face in the thumbnail. Oh my God, Gengar shows up when? Oh yeah, now there's like a zombie girlfriend singing. But yeah, enough of watching the screen. The probabilities are paying. Yes, I have been in this ride for a very long time. So I think it's time to bring it home. I wanted to do like a Christmas run, catching like deadly birds, like the year before. But I was like, but I never did finish the Halloween one, so I waited another year. So maybe in December I'll do another if I get this tonight. I wish I had that many consoles. Well, Master Loquendo, uh, I have I have a fair few, and I'm very lucky, right? And honestly, you ain't seen anything. I have many more, but these are the only DS lights that I have, um, that allows to put a GBA cartridge, so I can get dual slot mode, and I can get like shiny Gengars. Oh no, I'm lying. I do have another DS Lite, but the screen is. I mean, this DS Lite, it has a lot of whitening here and here, but it's still visible. It's still fine. But then I have another one that, just take a look. Ugh. Yeah, take a look at this bad boy. So yeah, the screen is almost about to come off, and I mean, look at this. It's still usable though, still usable. But I don't have I can't get a Gengar using it, so I'm not bothering. not bothering. Oh, also the D-pad is super unresponsive, so trying to shiny hunt in that is a pain. Nicolas Loquendo, you do English Loquendos, or are you from? Are you? Do you do Loquendos in Spanish? I guess he left. Yeah, I figured. Thanks for answering. Um, yeah. I have never seen a Loquendo in English, so or a Loquendo video, should I say? Oh my god, Gengar! Oh man. Um, yeah, you know the problem with DS lights, the screens just erode so easily. I don't know. They, I don't know what's wrong with the DS lights screen in particular, but they just seem to erode over time. Even if you don't touch them, they just degrade. Um, I don't know why. Like this white screen, this white DS that I showed, the screen wasn't that bad like a year ago, and I haven't touched it, so the components are just falling apart. Um, but sometimes with plastic stuff, the usage allows it to be less stiff, so it lasts a little longer. Uh, I don't know what is I don't know if that's the case. That's just speculation on my part. But I have definitely seen plastic toys that last a lifetime if they are used every once in a while. But if they are left to their devices, they get super like brittle. Um, I guess I should investigate that. It sounds like an interesting topic. I'm loving this gem. Oh shit! I totally forgot. Wait, I need to connect the phone to the charger so it doesn't so its battery doesn't die as fast. Got it. Oh yeah, yeah. This song is also awesome. Yeah, it's Dawn from Gen 4. Okay. Man, shit is getting dark really fast. No wonder there's so much glare. I'll probably have to turn on the lights. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should keep it very spooky. I don't know. Maybe having everything dark. Oh, there's another Gengar. See? Maybe that's what I need to do. Keep everything very dimly lit. Another Gengar. Man. Come on, man. Oh yeah, this song is also pretty good. And the memes from this song. People were having meltdowns. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. This song is awesome. Holy shit. It's called Pasta Night. Just a bunch of creepypasta characters. And you can play all three. And depending on which you play, you get different like disadvantages. Okay, enough. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Each character has their own set of arrows. But besides that, if you pick one, the other two are gonna try to sabotage you. For example, if you pick like Sonic or Mr. X in this case, you will have to play with Hypnos mechanic, and you will also have to play with Mario or evil Mario mechanic, which is like he pushes like a power block, and then the scroll becomes a down scroll or up scroll, right? The notes change, right? Um, if you wanna watch it more closely, you can look it up. Pasta Night. That's the name of the song. Oh my god. Oh my god, this has so lack of encounters, dude. The encounter rate here is atrocious. Oh my god. Wow, thank you. Jesus. Oh my god, this other one. Wow, thank you. Ay. Mm. Oh, my ass hurts. Sitting here for like 6 hours straight. Usually I would be laying down on bed, much more comfortable. But I'm really, I really want to record it live. The shiny hunt, the shiny Pokemon, not the hunt itself. Man, it's been a while since I've seen a Gengar. Ah, that was great. Great mod. Now what do we watch? Let's see. At this point, you should have at least 1,000. I should have probably more. Um, if I think the last time I counted, if I do this for like 9 hours straight, I can get through like 5,000 encounters. 900 of them must have been Gengars. No, not even close. Um, when things start to get dark, the Gengars just kept popping like 3, 5, but now they're very sparse. Which again, no kidding, they're 4%. But yeah, I mean, look, if it wasn't a rare, I wouldn't be interested. It is interested because you have to use a Game Boy cartridge. There's no other place in any other Pokemon game where you can get a Gengar like this. It's in a haunted mansion. It's in Halloween. It's theme appropriate. It's the combination of all those things that makes it a very good hunt. But whatever. Let's see now. What can we put here that isn't copyrighted? You see, that's something I didn't thought about. The fact that if I stream, but whatever, I'm not monetizing this shit. So, oh, but maybe they would take my stream off. Yeah, that sucks its dick. How about, well, Pudu, if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. Let's see, what can we put? Top 30 internet creepypastas. Sounds nice.
Titled blindmaiden.com, offering people the ultimate horror. Unlike other websites, a ritual has to be performed to access it. You need to wait until it's a new moon day, and the clock hits 12 a.m.
Oh, top 20 Japanese creepypastas. Okay, that would be good. I'm all down for that. I love my Japanese horror.
This video contains flashing lights, scary and creepy content, disturbing violent and graphic images, jump scares, pop-ups and sudden loud noises. Viewer discretion advised.
Creepypastas, myths, and legends can be traced back to their country of origin, usually where they have influenced the people and their culture the most. With the World Wide Web, those stories can now be widely distributed to scare and frighten more people across the earth.
From the mildly concerning to the reportedly life-threatening, survivors impart an eerie warning for everyone to not pursue any action that could lead you to repeat these events.
Coin Locker Baby. Everything in life of one particular Japanese woman was going swimmingly. She was young, single, and at the beginning of a great career. She couldn't have expected things to get better, but to her surprise, they did. She was courted by a handsome man, and the two were instantly smitten, falling in love and dating immediately.
To newer generations, yes.
Those were the best times for
Yes,
her,
I have.
but it would all come to a sudden unfortunate end. It had been a while since she
If I get a shiny in the third generation games, in the GBA games, I can use Pokemon Emerald's Battle Tower cloning glitch. So I can keep a copy of the shiny in the third generation GBA games, and then I can transfer them to the fourth generation games, which is like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. And because I have R4s, what I can do is that I can copy the save file, right? Then I can I transfer those shinies into an R4 copy of the Pokemon games, right? I save that, then I put that save file in my computer. Then with that save file, I pass the Pokemons from the fourth generation to the fifth, and then I overwrite the new save file with the old save file, so I can have the Pokemon still in the fourth gen in the fifth, and then I do the same with the fifth and the sixth, and then the sixth with the seven, and that way I can have all the shinies in all of the games, basically the same Pokemon, which is pretty cool because some shinies change color. Some shinies look better in other games. Like for example, in the third generation games, shiny Gyarados was orange, which is rare, which is really strange because in the original Generation 2, when shinies were introduced, Gyarados was fucking or bright red. Oh, that's not even the weirdest thing. The color of the shinies change based on the games. So not even in one generation the colors are the same. So for example, in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, it would be orange, but in Fire Red and Leaf Green, it would be pink. So no consistency, and that's why it's fun to have the Pokemon in different systems. Also, if you want to play with them, to actually play with them, you can play with them in any gen. Um, but yeah,
experienced cramps and bleeding, so she feared the worst. She was pregnant, and had been for some time. When she explained this to her boyfriend, he flew into a rage and disowned both her and the unborn child, leaving them both all alone. The woman, far too inexperienced to deal with the prospect of raising a baby on her own, and the idea of telling her friends or family scared her to death. They would never understand that it was a mistake. They would shame her and refuse to help, and would say it was all her fault, just like her boyfriend had said. It would all have to be kept hidden. She bought baggy clothes and concealed her belly as best as she could. Anyone who pointed it out would hear the excuse that she was simply putting on weight. No one questioned this, and she was not the sort of person to get into any trouble. Like that, after 9 months of lies and evasion, it was time to give birth. Not wanting to go to the hospital, she gave birth in her own room to a small baby boy. This sight did not overwhelm her with joy. It only made her dread what she would have to do to be rid of it. The following morning, she put the baby inside of a carrier bag and headed out from her home. The traffic was so loud, and the bag padded enough to keep its screams and wails hidden as she made a beeline for the local train station. The long row of transit lockers caught her eye, and the idea hit her. She found an empty unlocked door, stashed the bag inside, and shut it tight. "I'm sorry," she whispered to the crying child. "I'm sorry." As she left, she was afraid people would hear her, but no one did. Her fear faded with every step out of the station and down the street, and over the years, so too did her memory. It wasn't something she or most people would wish to remember, and so she didn't. It was a long time before she set foot inside that station again. Still didn't recall what had been done. As she strode across the floor to her platform, she noticed a young boy crying against one of the lockers, his face covered against his arm. He seemed all alone and in great distress. No one was near to comfort him. They simply ignored the child. She changed direction and stopped behind the boy, resting a hand on his shoulder as he sobbed. "What's wrong? Are you lost?" she asked, and no reply. "Where's your mother?" The boy's tears suddenly stopped, and his cries faded. Slowly he turned back to her, and she saw his eyes were enraged, piercing her very soul. "It's you!" he shouted. She remembered everything, and just as quick, knew no more. Many years later, the station underwent major renovations to improve congestion, allowing the staff to finally count the unclaimed lockers and their contents. Upon opening one of them, they pulled out a rather heavy travel bag that looked like it had remained unopened for a very long time. It stank to high heaven. When they opened it, they were greeted with a grisly sight: the skeletal remains of a little baby boy, nestled close to its decaying mother.
The curse of Olwa.
Oh, that
Olwa
was
lived her life as a dedicated wife to an adulterous and terrible husband, confident that she could raise their infant properly and with support. However, Shitai, her husband, had other plans in mind for the rest of his life. Shitai had long since coveted and seduced a mistress whom he planned to marry one day. The only thing that stood in his way was Olwa, his wife. Till death, he figured and slipped poison into her drink cup mere hours after she had birthed their child. The poison was fast-acting and caused her hair to fall from her scalp, her eyes bulged in their sockets, her mouth blackened from the terrible drug, but she knew. She always knew. She always knew. It was only a matter of time. Before perishing, she took her final revenge on him and slaughtered their newborn infant as it cried in its crib. Shitai hardly batted an eye, leaving behind the old life and entered the new. But he soon came to realize that it was at a much higher cost than he anticipated. Everywhere he went, without fail, he would see her. Olwa, her face bitter and spiteful, hissed and jeered at him, seemingly in every direction. Her outrage at the circumstances of her life's end at his hands was shouted through his mind for much time that followed. In his private gardens, he would even witness Olwa wailing loudly over the corpses of her dead child. Stoic and determined, Shitai continued with the courtship, and before long his mistress was set to become his wife. As they were to exchange kisses at the altar, Shitai drew back the veil of his blushing bride, but instead revealed the ugly, snarling face of his former partner. So shocked was he at this appearance that he reacted by cutting her head clean off its shoulders. Shitai realized only too late as the congregation moved in closer. He had not succeeded in killing the ghost of Olwa, but in murdering his wife-to-be.
kind of cringe. Not.
Himaru mentioned, although the locals attempted to keep the property and its paranormal happenings a secret, the reputation of Himaru's mansion's hauntings spread throughout Tokyo, then all of Japan, as well as the hideous details of its backstory. It's no surprise that this one building is the source of inspiration behind the infamous Fatal Frame video game series, the scares players to this day.
Oh
The
yeah,
legend full of its many phantoms,
the
gory
name does
apparitions,
remind me of
blood
something.
splatters all over the wall and floor, and handprints dripping with red leading to bedrooms of the previous occupants. The ghosts that are seen roaming the halls and out on the grounds are speculated to be the family that last lived there. The most famous of these is the girl in the window, who can be seen if you take a photograph of one of the windows from the outside, staring into the lens. Some have attempted to investigate further, but have fled in fear or been found dead inside its many rooms, their limbs covered in rope marks. A few who decided to scour the vast underground passageway beneath their property suffered a worse fate, ripped and slashed beyond recognition. At least 7 of these reported deaths have still remained unsolved. Despite this, rumors abound pertaining to just how this one mansion became the site of such a terrific haunting. It's said that the Himuro family who lived there lived very ritualistic lives, practicing ancient rites such as the strangling ritual. They believed that a portal world would open in the courtyard and rain negative karma down upon their house, and so countered this horrific prophecy by sacrificing a pure young girl referred to as the Rope Shrine Maiden. She would be raised in secret, kept in isolation within the mansion, and
This is just a fucking
for any exposure would
plot of Fatal
to
Frame.
the ritual.
It's not much of a creepypasta.
50 years, and when practiced, they would bind her, drag her to the getaway's predicted location, tie her arms and legs to 4 oxen, and have them tear her limb from limb by pulling in opposite directions.
This is just the
Blood
plot of
stains
Fatal
would be
Frame.
left behind to seal the portal for another half-century.
It's good.
However, as the ritual was approaching, one of the Rope Shrine Maidens spied a boy out the window walking past the fence. She became instantly infuriated with him, and this consequence meant that the sacrifice would no longer work with her. The sacrifice went ahead, but did not work. The family panicked and argued amongst themselves as to the next course of action to rid themselves of the curse. But the head of the family knew he had the only solution. One night he took his katana and went on a rampage throughout the mansion, slaughtered their family before finally falling upon his own sword. It was the only way to keep them safe from the great horrors that were predicted to come from the portal. But perhaps what is worse is that all their spirits now remain within the mansion's walls, never to find peace again.
They opened like a Tupperware container and there was the face of a woman.
By far one of the least violent additions to this list, the yokai Ohaguru Batari is often seen hanging around shrines and temples at twilight, appearing from behind to be a newlywed bride or beautiful woman in a kimono. She beckons over single men and seduces them with their wives. The victims are blissfully unaware of anything out of the ordinary until she turns and upturns her veil. Beneath the brim lies an ugly, featureless face caked in heavy white makeup. Only dark red lips exist there, parted and smiling, revealing deep black teeth. She then cackles loudly at the horrified man she has lured, who has most likely started to flee. Some even suspect that at times she may appear in the homes of men who have brought her back without realizing their folly. To anyone who encounters her there, she is said to disguise herself as the man's wife. Although it is difficult to acquire legitimate reports of Ohaguru Batari's sightings, most victims feel a great deal of shame and embarrassment at the encounter.
Last Gengar 20 minutes ago, goddamn.
It is theorized that she could be a shapeshifter that likes to pull mean pranks by turning into Japanese badgers, foxes, or raccoon dogs. Others suggest she could be the spirit of an unmarried ugly woman, bitter of her lack of luck in the world of romance. There may also be a link to the Ohaguru trend of East Asia, which consists of teeth being artificially darkened and appearing non-existent. It's no mistake she has the name Ohaguru Batari, which translates to nothing but blackened teeth. Regardless, all those who encounter her should feel lucky that the only casualty recorded at her hands has been pride.
The 10-Day Dream.
And my finger fell off.
Warning. Upon hearing the details of this listing, you must follow the instructions included as its effects may take hold of you within 3 days. The 10-Day Dream is a series of sleeping visions that feature a reoccurring supernatural theme. In order to progress through every dream, you must perform the following actions whilst asleep to complete the cycle. In the first dream, you'll see a girl staring through your bedroom window, so let her in. In the following dream, she'll be in your room, looking at the floor, muttering under her breath, "Please, please." Let her lay down on your bed, and you must do the same by her side. The third dream begins here. However, you cannot clearly see her horrifically burned face. You must not scream nor cry for as long as you remain asleep. In your fourth dream, the girl will ask you to go to a park, which you must do without hesitation or saying a word. When you arrive at the park during the fifth dream, you'll notice a mother pushing a stroller. Upon closer inspection, you'll see that the mother is a cat and her child is a dog. You must kill one of them to proceed. During your sixth dream, you'll see an airship boarding passengers, waiting for departure. Make sure you get on board. The seventh dream will have you encounter others around the world who, like you, have heard this story. Find a seat at any cost. As you ride the airship in Dream 8, red and black roses will fall from the sky on top of you. Find all of the black roses you can and throw them overboard.
Dude, this is like a
When the airship
Easter
lands
egg from
back
a
on
video
board,
game, something like that.
turn home with the girl and lay down
This would be
opposite each other
pretty
in the
awesome to
distance.
play like in
You will not
Humaniki.
reach the 10th dream if you do not follow these instructions carefully. And upon waking up, you must tell someone, anyone you know, about these events. It is the only way to free yourself of the curse, by passing it on to others. If you don't, you'll find yourself back in the first dream, trapped in your room with the girl staring at you. Forever.
Man,
This creepypasta
white
serves
string.
as a warning to any who wish to pierce their ears without professional help.
Yeah, I would love to see that in like LSD Dream Emulator or Yumeniki Omori. Like
She pleaded with her parents for a
I don't know, I like that the multifaceted dreams where you have to do multiple objectives.
girls would go against their
Um,
parents' wishes anyway, gave in to her demands. They gave her money to go to the mall and get her lobes pierced.
and on the sixth dream, you must let the woman drop your pants,
Where she could get it done for free.
and you must let her suck you off.
Holes and treated it
And you must not come, otherwise she will chop your dick off.
in the end a success. And the girl showed off her new earrings eagerly to anyone she could. A few days went by without incident, until one day in class the girl felt an itch where her piercing was. It was all she could do not to scratch until lunch, when she went into the bathroom and looked in the mirror. The skin around the lobe was red and swollen, causing her great distress.
Facebook
She was
creepypastas.
sworn that her friend had taken great care to stop any infection.
I'm pretty sure someone already has made a Friday Night Funky mod
Sticking out between
about
the
getting sucked.
She tugged at it, and to her horror, the strand grew longer, feeding out of her ear. Producing a pair of scissors from her bag, she held them up to her ear.
Oh yes, absolutely.
The strand
BB Pantsu made it.
plunged into darkness.
Oh, I think that was during the time you were AFK online. Yeah. Derpixion and BB Pantsu joined forces and made a porn mod.
Examination, the doctor
Um,
informed her that she would not
just look online. BB Pantsu and Derpixion Friday Night Funky mod, and it's a couple of girls in a subway porking a guy, which is it's the coolest mod.
The cursed Kleenex commercial. In 1986, the Kleenex company released a series of ads depicting a woman in white alongside a baby dressed as a demon to the unnerving tune of It's a Fine Day by Jane and Barton. The Japanese public was outraged by the advertisement, claiming that the lyrics would bestow a German curse upon anyone who watches it. The company pulled them from circulation, but rumors spread that the actress who portrayed the woman in white became institutionalized, died, or gave birth to a demon child.
The fuck?
Mysterious fatalities were claimed to have befallen anyone associated with the project, even the child who portrayed the demon. But as the 90s came around, the memory of the cursed commercial faded from memory. That is, until the YouTuber uploaded the original broadcast version, exposing millions to its speculated curse.
That commercial
Many
looks
claim that
awesome.
watching the commercial at midnight will result in the video glitching and cause issues on their system.
At midnight at 3 a.m.
Claim that several individuals and even groups of people have
Freddy
visited the
from
site.
Five Nights at Freddy's is gonna come out your TV.
No one yet
Fuck you.
truly understands the full extent of the cursed power, so beware if you want to see it for yourself.
Oh man, the trope of seeing things at 3 a.m. It's so overused,
Chroniclers of this creepypasta warn that this story is cursed. If you do not forget
but
the
it's
technique,
effective.
you'll become trapped inside the dream
Um,
school. A young Japanese boy called Kei, upon falling asleep, found himself inside a school he did not recognize. It was night outside, and the halls were dark. Every door and window around him was locked, so he walked down the long corridor. He soon found that it led into a complete circle, despite never bending. The school was a maze, unbound by the laws of time and space, so he decided to deviate from the path. Finally, he was making progress. He moved through the art room, by the girls' toilet, out the music room, down a flight of stairs, and into another hallway. It seemed the school went on forever, and there was no way of knowing where you would find yourself. At that moment, Kay heard a rhythmic sound above him. When he looked up, he saw an enormous clock with a large swinging pendulum. He couldn't tell what the face read, or if it was counting time or counting down. Back down the hall, the sound of heavy footfalls echoed behind him, as though someone had begun chasing after him. Not wanting to look back, Kay continued onward, running up a flight of stairs to the first floor, which should have been the fourth. The pursuer grew louder as Kay arrived at the audio-visual room, and so decided to lose them by making random twists and turns in every direction he could. He arrived at the emergency exit, but the door was locked, and the key missing from its case. A note left behind specified that it could be found in room 108, so Kay went in search of the classroom. As he arrived at the door, the footsteps were not far behind. There seemed to be no way of shaking them. Kay entered the darkened classroom and shut the door. His heart sunk as he saw the many hiding places the key could have. In the bags hanging on the backs of chairs, the teacher's desk, the drawers all around the room, the lockers at the back. It would be near impossible to find it before he himself was caught. Kay tried in vain, but no matter where he looked, the key was not there. At that moment, a loud banging rang out at the door. Kay stood motionless and tense.
ah, you mean about dreams?
Hinges with the force
Um,
against the other side.
yeah,
As it started,
it's a format that it doesn't get old.
it was worse to wait in silence in the dark than an overwhelming noise.
It is effective.
Kay decided to open the door, but what he saw stayed with him for the rest of his life.
Every time you
The
fix
hallway
your
was filled with
why you
decimated
dream,
bodies of
you have
school
nightmares.
children, their bodies freshly dismembered,
Um,
still twitching and
oh
bleeding on
man,
the blood-stained floor.
I dreamt of
Upon witnessing
something.
the scene, Kay was
It
drawn
was
to
a
the
very
deepest part
long
of the dream,
dream,
and unable
but
to
I
believe
didn't
the
record
horror
it,
of it.
so
The only known method
I
of
forgot about
escape
it.
is finding the key, but should your time run out, the children will appear and you can never return to the waking world. Kay's real-world body slumbers still, kept in an undisclosed hospital for care. The exact details of how this information was communicated from Kay's subconscious is still unknown.
I'm talking about the 3 a.m. thing. Ah, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It is.
Economy.
I think it is folklore that 3 a.m. is like the witching hour. Um, there are many movies surrounding like, oh, at 3 a.m. the clock stopped because Satan is in your house or something. I think The Rite has a scene like that, that the clock stops at 3 a.m. The Conjuring has another one. I think it has to do with having religious connotations rather than being just, oh, I just woke up at 3 a.m. Um,
So don't rely on them to leave it dirty.
and depending on your on when you fall asleep, you will wake up at the middle of the night, even if you don't remember it.
As he stepped
Uh,
off the plane and got into the cab, he found himself blessed with an English-speaking cab driver. Asking where he could find a good hotel, the young man found a taxi driver quite obliging and was taken to a small hotel in the west of Tokyo. Everything was rather quaint but perfectly low-key, except for the small inconvenience of having to go to the outside toilets rather than having one in his room. The first few days were fine, full of tourist snaps, visiting restaurants, and just generally taking in the sights and sounds of Tokyo. The young man was having a great time. The third day, after a particularly exhausting trip, he fell into bed and woke up exactly on midnight, freezing and needing to relieve himself. He stumbled out into the cold night air and soon found himself outside the bathroom door. He paused, however, hearing heavy breathing inside and stood waiting his turn. Finally, his bladder became too much to bear. Throwing caution to the wind, he kicked open the door only to be greeted by a disgusting sight. On the floor of the bathroom lay a human figure, but with skin scrubbed to the point it looked like it was red raw. It had a tuft of hair on its head and glowing eyes. But most terrifyingly, a long tongue.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're possessed. Maybe you have a demon in your
The
house.
creature licked up every bit of dirt, dust, skin, and blood, relishing every last piece.
Or maybe you just sleep around the same time,
The young man fell
so
backwards,
you
and the monstrosity
wake
looked
up
at him,
around the same time.
retracting its tongue and hissing to show its sharp teeth. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him all the way back to his room where he sat, staring
Or
into the
maybe it's
darkness
just one of
with
those
breath and
coincidences, you
the
know,
monster from after.
those things that happen, like
Eventually, morning
the Gengars
still catatonic with fear,
and the
the
Friday
young
Night
man
Funkin'
moved the
mod.
next day to the other side of Tokyo, where he sat in a new hotel room and only left once or twice for food. He could not wait to get back to America and try to forget the horrors of what lay in wait in the dark outside that fateful night.
Oh man, this is killing my back.
The Red Room. At the end of a long school day, two friends met as the rest of the students left for home. One of the boys began talking about the legend of the Red Room, but the other had no idea about it. According to his friend, some people who were browsing the internet were greeted with a pop-up message, and that those who closed it would die. At first, the boy thought his friend's story was silly. A pop-up that can kill you? Ludicrous, but he was intrigued nonetheless. When he arrived home, he searched for the Red Room online, but came up empty-handed. After checking other sites, suddenly it appeared. A blood-red pop-up with black text. The message read, "Do you like," but was cut off afterward. Tentatively, he decided to close it, and it went away with no negative consequences. But soon afterward, it reappeared. He closed it again and again, but it would always return, becoming more of a nuisance than life-threatening. At one point, however, the boy noticed that the text had changed. Now the full message was clear and was read aloud by a warped child's voice. "Do you like the Red Room?" His confusion turned to intrigue as a list of names began scrolling down the screen, all black text with a red background. He realized that this was a list of all the people who had died as a result of closing the pop-up, and at the bottom was the name of his friend. Fear overwhelmed him, and as soon as he felt a dark presence behind him, it was all too late. His school was greeted with the sad news.
Man, Gengar again.
Having painted their
Wow.
red with blood as part of a warped suicide pact. This creepypasta can be traced back to a Flash video depicting these events that some believe is the inspiration behind the Sasebo slashing in 2004, where an 11-year-old girl slit the throat of a 12-year-old classmate with a box cutter. When police found her computer, the very first bookmark was that of the Red Room.
Red Room. So much scarier than the Blue Room. Man, I'm really feeling the Halloween ambience with
Variations on this haunting ghost's name are
with
derived
the
from the
fucking no lights in my room,
towards her
the
victim.
creepy things.
Tegi is often depicted as a horrific
Now the only thing that remains is having like a
branching
demon commenting on the YouTube video. Like, I can see you. You're gonna die in 7 days.
The lower half of her body. Her spine and sides can be seen from behind, and long, bloody drag marks paint her path. She will only let you see her when she has selected you to be her target. And while escape may sound simple, Teki is known to catch up to speeding vehicles in order to catch her prey. And once she has killed you, she will tear you in half and steal your legs for however long they can serve her. Depending on the area you're from in Japan,
Oh
the
man.
legend differs, with some accounts claiming that Teki is sometimes a man, or that her victims become Teki in her stead. However, while there are differences across encounters, all links originate from the death of one woman, Kashima Reiko. Soon after the end of World War II, the American military was stationed at several locations.
Are you scared? No. I just feel the ambience of
One soldier's eye
Halloween.
caught sight of a
But we can watch more scary stuff.
He followed and then brutally raped her, leaving once he was finished. Distraught and devastated.
Also, I'm not watching the pictures that goes with the audio. I guess you neither.
She found a bridge that
So
overlooked the train line, figuring that if the fall didn't kill her, the next
it's
arrival.
more like watching an audiobook rather in another
He
Gengar.
leapt over the railing.
It's more like watching an audiobook than watching a video. So
Instead, she laid unconscious halfway across the outside track. When the next train sliced her in half, due to the extreme cold, her blood thinned, and she was unable to bleed out. When she came round and saw the fate that befell her, she tried to crawl away to get help. The train attendant at the next station got a fright when he saw half a woman drag herself onto the platform, reaching out for him. Instead of seeking medical attention, all the attendant did was cover her in a plastic tarp, keeping her out of sight until she eventually passed away. This woman was Kashima Raiko. Upon hearing this story, you will be contacted by Take or in Agree. She will pose 2 questions, which you must answer correctly, or else she will select you to die.
oh my god, the fucking
She will
dreams.
first ask you, do you need your legs? To which you must answer, I need them right now. Upon hearing that, she will question, who told you my story? And you must answer, Kashima Raiko. As her name, Kashima Raiko, translates to mask, death, demon, ghost, and accident. Be warned, however, just because you have passed the test for now, does not mean she won't be back for you later.
Oh man. The visuals are interesting. It's a bunch of Japanese people recreating what they're saying. Sometimes it's poorly acted.
Frequented by many as a social hub, much like the
Most of them is poorly acted.
Here, many people exchange stories and information.
But the
regarding a
cinematography is
wide variety
interesting.
of topics, but deep in a subject titled "Post about strange occurrences around you," someone did just that. It began with an innocent enough observation by the thread's creator that the train she'd been riding for over an hour had not stopped in that time. She was on her way home and worried she'd missed her station, but was sure the train would have stopped at least once by now. The responder suggested asking any attendants or the driver, but the op couldn't find them, nor could she find anyone awake. Hasumi, now making her identity public, saw that they had just left the tunnel and eventually came to stop at Kisaragi Station. She entered the station to find any help, but it appeared unmanned. Nobody had heard of that station before, or where along the line it could be. Realizing it was probably safer back aboard the train, Hasumi turned back, but it had already departed seconds earlier. With no sign of a taxi, Hasumi called her parents, neither of whom knew where Kisaragi Station was, but would try to find out. Hasumi did some research of her own and discovered that the kanji for devil was written with Kisaragi on the side. Not wanting to wait any longer, she began walking back along the track in hopes she could find somewhere familiar. Any internet search of nearby town information came to dead ends, so she committed to a new plan. Hasumi's father eventually called back and told her they couldn't find the station she was talking about, and advised her to call the police, which she did. They heard her story, but believed it was a prank and chastised her. The conversation on the thread turned to Hasumi's surroundings, to which she claimed to hear a beating drum and loud bell in the distance behind her through the tunnel. The others advised her to return to Kisaragi Station, but Hasumi refused, stating that she was even too scared to turn around. Moments later, she reported briefly seeing an old one-legged man behind her who shouted, "Hey, don't walk on the track, that's dangerous," before suddenly disappearing. She made a run for it down the tunnel, eventually tripping and breaking a heel. She was bleeding, but mostly unharmed, so finished the trek to the tunnel's exit. Upon exiting the Isanugi tunnel, she came across a man waiting along the tracks who appeared friendly enough, even flagging down a train for them both to return to civilization. However, the commenters were highly wary of this strange man and his convenient appearance. Their suspicions were confirmed when he said their destination was in Hina, nowhere near where they would be heading, which just so happened to be back towards Kisaragi Station. Soon, he ceased talking to her at all, instead muttering to himself. The Sunni relayed to her supporters that the journey had taken them far into the mountains, beyond any realistic return to society. She said that as soon as the train pulled into the station, she'd make a run for it, back to Kisaragi, through the tunnel, far home as she could. But no one heard from her again.
I think I've heard that one before.
Kuna Kuna. Somewhere out in the vast countryside, or open plains near the shore, you may spot a white bliss in the distance, swaying and bending. You will most likely feel the urge to get a closer look. Don't. That is a Kuna Kuna, and very little is known about them.
Kuna
But
Kuna.
if the legends warn of anything, it's that catching sight of one is very, very bad. But stray any further towards it, gaze upon its form, and you'll be driven insane.
So it's like a Japanese
As soon as you
Lovecraftian
become
monster.
another victim of its insidious trap.
In the video, it's just a white little ball.
You saw someone else fall under the effects of the apparition.
I don't know.
A father and son on the beach saw something out to sea. When the father looked closer, he warned his boy to run home. When he arrived back, he told his grandfather the story, and the old man took off back to the beach. The father was still standing there, staring, unable to tear away his gaze. So bad was his trance that the grandfather had to
A
knock
little white ball. It's a little blue wall. Blue one.
Another story of two brothers on a hillside
Plum jam.
sightseeing caught a glimpse of something they
Reminds me of something. A little blue ball. What? What does it remind
The
you?
brother looked through his binoculars,
Boyfriend's testicles?
turned white, began muttering to himself, walking zombie-like back home.
Beep 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 beep
Both
beep beep.
suffered from fits of insanity. But the rest
No.
So if you too spot a Kuna Kuna out in the distance,
Oh my god, my back is killing me. The things I do for love.
and warn others.
God damn.
No matter the reason for it being there, the result destroys the mind of all who are curious to discover it.
Takuchi Onna. The two-mouthed woman is said to have one depicted mouth on her face, but
Let's change into something different. Got tired a little. Let's see. Man, I really want to hear licensed music. Fuck. What can we hear? Oh, fuck me, of course. We can hear the glorious music that the podemos escucharla. Reminds me of artistically. ¿Por qué coño estamos hablando en inglés cuando podemos hablar en español? Podemos ver la lista de música del balonero, que es una excelente música. Y si te digo lo que quiera. Toda esta música es de oro. And the best thing, nothing is copyrighted. Exacto. Naruto Shippuden Opening 23 versión latina. ¡Siu! Caramelo de chocolate. No me molestes, Kakaroto. Largo. Como un bionono de vitrina. Enróllame así. Como azúcar en polvo, endulzame. Que tú eres mi rey. Qué lindo eres tú. Eres mi bebé. Mi bebido, mi bebé. Eso es verdad. Sí. ¿Cómo te gustó la cancioncita? Yes, me encantó. Mis amigos en el Yugi los tengo hartos con la cancioncita. Estábamos jugando el otro día, teníamos una charla y ellos así como que, efecto, respuesta. Y yo, caramelo de chocolate. Y yo así como que, mamá huevo, respuesta sí o no. Y yo, no. Y luego se les olvida. Pasan los minutos. Y me dicen, ok, activo tal cosa. ¿Tienes respuesta? Y yo, como un bionono de vitrina. Enróllame así. Ah, como podrás ver, no tengo muchos amigos. No sé si estos son peruanos, estos me suenan más como a bolivianos. Dejes llevar, eso suena más argentino. Ah, pensé que estabas hablando de la canción que estábamos escuchando ahora. No, ni idea de qué coño es Caramelo de Chocolate. Nunca había escuchado esa canción hasta que vi el shitpost de Memebol. Ay, por favor, Dios, te lo suplico, dame un shiny ya. Quiero irme a cenar. Pero te lo juro que no me voy a mover de aquí hasta que lo agarre. Por Dios y la Virgen. No sé a qué Dios le tengo que rezar, pero por favor, Alá, Buda, monstruo espagueti volador, por favor, el que sea, weón, ayúdenme. Chávez, ven y ayúdame. Chávez, te invoco, por favor. Maduro. Ahorita en las 3 pantallas salen shinies. Y yo como que coño, qué potente fue el presidente. En tus sueños. Maduro, por favor. Sale entrega Gastly. Pero es como la pata del mono, que tiene como un efecto adverso. Me salen 3 shiny al mismo tiempo, pero se me pagan las consolas las 3. Verga. Mi comandante intergaláctico. La misma. No me acuerdo la voz de Chávez. Verga, qué loco. Yo sí, Maduro me lo recarga cada vez que le digo, no, vale. El comandante del gobierno mismo. Eso no es, eso es inconfundible. El gobierno mismo. Esta canción es excelente. No copió su aseo personal, no le ves ese filtro de sopa tipo Ned Flanders. Claro, de bolas. Maduro surfió en el ataúd de Hugo Chávez para ganar las elecciones. Yo no sé si te recuerdas, pero las primeras elecciones de Maduro no tenía imagen de Maduro, tenía imagen de Chávez. Y decía, Maduro, la revolución continúa, algo así. Eso fue como Biden ahorita surfeando en el cadáver metafórico de Barack Obama. Vote por mí. Yo estuve en fotos con Obama. La vida fue horrible hasta el 2020. Y después del 2020, ¿qué tal? ...2020 fue como el gran ecualizador global. Todo el mundo terminó siendo un IT. Todo el mundo se quedó en casa. Como dijo Thanos, perfectamente balanceado todo. Todo el mundo encerrado. Ah, ¿ves? Tú aprovechaste la cuarentena como Dios manda. Me alegro. Usaste tu tiempo efectivamente. Bueno, creo que lo tuyo es una cuestión de perspectiva errónea, ¿no? Un man que gana dólares, no gana bolívares. Pero dile eso de que la inflación no está mala a un empleado de McDonald's, por ejemplo. Creo que te contarían otra historia. Te dirían, ¿qué es lo que pasa, mamá? ¡Tú estás loco! Si apenas me puedo comprar 3 caraotas y una bolsa de harina pan. Ya ni me puedo comprar harina pan porque es muy cara. Me tengo que comprar la otra. Okay, now we have to resume speaking in the language of the gods. USA, USA. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what we can start hearing? Um, fuck. Nightcore, because no Nightcore song is recognized by the algorithm. So we can basically cheat out the system. Or we can listen to Friday Night Funkin'. How about we listen to Friday Night Funkin' mashup? Man, Gengar, what a sight for sore eyes. It's been like an hour, like 30 minutes since I've seen one. God damn, dude. Oh my god. Please. Jesus. Shiny wanna come fashionably late. Like, really late. Something's in my hand, something's in my hand, watching anime, living on a land, living in my dreams, just like in my dreams. I really wanna touch, really in my. Oh my, I love my hentai girl, and she will say, oh yeah, hentai girl. I love my hentai girl, and she will say. And this part is all moans. It's good. It's good. It's a good song. La 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 la. Da 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 da. I love my hentai girl. She would say, something's in my hand, really in my gun, really on my crotch. I love my hentai girl. I really want to feel her touch, really on my crotch. I love my hentai girl. Oh, bitch. I need to charge my. episode of Chateau bedroom. Chateau bedroom. Have you heard this song, Pulu? Ah, the music video is great. Nope. Man, the song is a Russian one, and the guy is all covered in like silver tin foiling. Chateau, Chateau bedroom. Hey Gengar, what's up? What's up, homie? Search like betas, betas. We cannot play it here because of copyright, but yeah, you can. That's about the song. But the guy literally goes. Coño, otro Gengar. Señores, dame el bueno. $17.38. coming singing out. And my heart is stuck on replay, replay. Anyone can be your friend. And in the mood, tell me I'll give it a chance. Someday I'm gonna make it my wife. Tell me I'll feel it's about they say. Chateau in the door on my holster. She's waiting till my mind again. Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep up. Going singing now. Na 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 na. Every day, like my heart is stuck on replay, replay. Ah, what a nice song. I love that. I love the mashups. Pass mal Pochgelinde, mais konnte Frosty an der Kuhle kompieren, der Sabul de Mine, Bibo, Bibo, Skibidi Baba Bude. That's not Colombian, but close enough. ¿Qué es lo que te pasa, chico? ¿Cómo está la cosa? ¿Cómo está la vaina? Si quiere tocar mi cuerpo, me tiene que pagar más. ¿Qué tal mi acento colombiano? ¿Qué es lo que te pasa, chico? Yo no soy cubano. Soy... ¿Qué fue lo que dijiste? Yo soy de Perú. Or Costa Rican. I don't know the reef. No sé yo tampoco, che. Tampoco. Culparemos nuestro encerramiento por nuestra falta de conocimiento de acento. Work it, make it better.
Maybe heard you say that, I'd be like, dude, I'm actually good. Come on. Let's just definitely wins for me, you know. And I'll listen, and then I'll go on with my life. Yeah, it's pretty risky because the cooldown line on it. That looks so weird. That looks so weird. Oh my god. You did a left step uphill, which is pretty filthy. That looks like getting over it to me. Nice. This is what Kobe. Down B mashes and hits you with the final hit of that in a sort of 45-degree angle upward. And it's insane. Your love for France is so infectious right now. Dude, you're dumb and I'm smart. Instead of reacting. Because you trying to go for the bonus hitman there. Nice. On the tail of the upper chamber. I didn't know this was a thing. And then there's a Kobe. That's it. They're saying that. And then the other guy, they're just saying SoCal. SoCal. Because that's where Brand was. Yeah. Big back airs for the lads. Oh! I'm surprised. I think he was going for the upbeat cancel. Down throw again. Here we go. This is Kobe combo. You can't get away from this. Oh! Oh my god! Yeah! That was so sick! You're so sick! Let's go! He's in middle school! He's in my fantasy and he's in middle school! Let's go, friends!
Come on, man. No sé qué carajo estoy viendo yo.
I think you could have jab down smash there. If the jab up arrow was gonna work. That combo, yeah. Nice.
Oh, light, Jesus Christ. Uh, oh, dear God, natural light. No. It still looks dark, so it's all good. What the? Pudu, are you still there? I'm going to show you something wonderful. I mean, we still have time, so fuck it. 166, brother. Pudu, you just have to believe me. This is gonna be a wild ride. It's an hour and a half wild ride, but totally worth it.
To experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
Podcast. We're here. Fuck you, TJ. Die.
Ben is sick, everybody.
I am.
Save all your shit, TJ.
Hush.
Ben's sick. He's coughing, and he's horribly...
Does he have AIDS?
I hope I don't get what he has.
Ben, do you have AIDS?
Not contagious.
I have gonorrhoeasyphilis.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Jesus.
Shit. But
That's the worst kind of AIDS.
Yeah, Ben's doing the show anyway. And Paul is here. Hey, Paul, how are you
Hey,
doing?
sorry guys. Yeah.
Paul. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited as shit.
I saw you made a Jacqueline Glenn video.
I didn't even plan to make a Jacqueline Glenn video. I was just streaming, and one of the people in my chat was like, "Hey, have you seen this Jacqueline Glenn video? You should totally watch it and review it live on the stream." And I was like, "No." Like she has nothing to say that I want to hear at this point. But they talked me into it, and it ended up coming out kind of good. So I put it up on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. But, you know, I guess Jacqueline Glenn's probably not the one on everyone's mind right now.
Not on my mind.
No.
There's only one person on my mind right now.
Scotty did not want this to happen.
Really?
Full disclosure. Oh, yeah, I fucking can't stand Brett Keane.
Neither can I. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I like observing
I'm
Brett.
not gonna be like, Scotty, I'm not gonna be like at your house sitting in your living room and be like, hey, let's call Brett Keane and talk to him.
I don't know, Ben. You might have said that one or two times when you're really drunk.
I have expected
Let's call Brett!
I have
Call
expected
Brett!
Ben to bring like Brett Keane over, you know. Ben comes over and
No
talks.
fucking way.
Brett Keane,
I'm bringing over an individual.
over his shoulder, like Brett Keane's here, y'all. He's gonna hang out with us.
Why would I do that?
Just 'cause that's how you are.
You're
I
my
can
devil,
take-
Ben.
You're
I
a
like
celebrity.
observation of Brett Keane. Every once in a while, I like to visit the zoo and poke the big ugly gorilla with a stick. But
Right.
I do not relish
Sure,
and we know that. We'll take it easy on him at first, though, so he doesn't leave right away.
Oh yeah, no.
So what you're saying is you want David Attenborough to narrate Brett Keaton's life for you.
All right, here.
Oh my God, that'd be so awesome.
We'll bring Brett on and get everything going here.
This individual notorious for being a low cow,
Boy,
kind of like
situation brewing.
a Christian, but I say it's a lot more pathetic.
Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Caught in the fire, knows how many times. What's up, Brett?
I can hear Brett.
Why I didn't want to cut you off. It sounded like we were about to go flat.
I know, right? Right? I got the voice, you got the persona. Let's do it, Brett. You and me.
All right, what's that?
Why didn't you do that video we wanted you to do with the fried chicken? Did you hear us asking you to do that?
I heard some people bring it up as it come into my room, but I'm not going to pour grease all over my hut.
But you know,
However,
opportunity. But don't
I
you think
would
it'd
have
be a
been
big
willing. Oh, sorry, I would have been willing to eat some Kentucky Fried Chicken, but not pour grease on.
All right, well, okay.
Pour grease on you.
You
might have said that. I don't know.
Wait a minute. So Brett, what you're saying is we're negotiating.
Right, I don't mind Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay.
So,
Would you eat a bucket of KFC in a wife beater?
and a wife. Goodness gracious. I do careful t-shirts and all of it.
Oh, I love you.
No, but we thought it'd be a big hit for you though, because you know you're not doing so hot in the view counts really. So we thought that if you just did a video where you're eating fried chicken, you know, shirtless preferably, but you know, you can wear something revealing if you don't want to go all the way shirtless.
Nipple tassels would be amazing if you're willing to go that route and you have some on hand.
You know, we just figured that can be like a big video for you. Like, you gotta humiliate yourself every once in a while on YouTube, you know.
I
You really want to get the
Do
big
you
views.
guys mind if I do a little bit of a shout out real quick? Just real
Sure,
quick.
go ahead and shout that out.
I appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to J-Dubs, Logan, Matt Slick, Bible Thumping Wingnut, Satan the Christian, not the atheist, Tommy from the Bronx, James Idol Smasher, Agent of Doubt, Midnight Goddess, Nothing Free, G-Man, Jesse James, Seckle, Adam Lore, Drew Empiricism, Rand Campbell, Scott Positively Godless, Neo Cloud, and all supporters and believers, whether non-believers or not. And
Longer than Oscar acceptance rate.
Holy shit, Brett, honestly, you need to thank that many people.
Yes.
TJ made an amazing point there. It's like an Oscar, except there are people that win Oscars that thank less people than you just did.
Brett, you mentioned J-Dubs. Did you happen to catch on our last show? We played a video of J-Dubs. He was being recorded in a Skype call, and he says that you told him to false flag a bunch of people for you.
I know that he said that a while back. I think that was a couple of years old, but neither one of us actually did any kind of false flagging. There was a problem with Coughlin a while back where I got aggravated with him.
There's a lot of problems with Coughlin, that's true.
He had done a rape T-shirt line, and it bothered me.
Okay. So you've never done any false flagging?
I've reported people, like I reported you.
No. I didn't ask if you've reported people. I've reported people. Have you ever false flagged somebody?
No, I've reported people.
So the video of you mass flagging all of Coughlin's videos that's available on YouTube that I could find and we could play right now, that would be fake?
I'm aware of the video on there, but I didn't false flag him. He violates terms of service.
You went down the line and were like, oh, that sounds offensive, that sounds offensive, that sounds offensive. I'm going to flag your whole fucking channel. You literally say those words, Brett. You call him a heroin junkie. And you tell him you're literally going to report every fucking video on his goddamn channel.
Also, violation of terms of service, you know, you're pointing that out. It's one thing to say, hey, I stumbled upon this content and I think it's against terms of service. Like, you know, it's something like a violent accident, which YouTube doesn't allow. It's another thing to go and set out the purpose, I'm going to find violations to report.
Not only that, but he doesn't even know what was in the videos he reported.
I don't understand why this is even a concern. Amazing Atheist, you ended up making Coughlin cry like a baby on YouTube, so
I did, but I did make him cry like a baby, but I didn't do it by flagging him. I just did it by making videos towards him.
Well, it's two things, Brett.
I did not expect him to cry like a baby. He was obviously going through some other things in his life at that time.
Almost frustrating. Brett, have you ever lost YouTube channels for flagging?
No,
Yes.
never lost a channel for flagging. Got it. What about doc dropping? You ever lost a YouTube channel for doc dropping?
What are you talking about in the doc dropping?
Well, you say that you're against doc dropping. Why don't you define doc dropping for me? And I'll tell you if it fits what you did.
I guess doc dropping would. Some people told me by putting my phone number out there on my YouTube videos to doc dropping myself.
That's a good example. Giving somebody's phone number. Well, that's not really doc dropping yourself because you have a hand in it. See, doc dropping is when you take somebody's personal information against their will and put it on the information. Do you have that understanding of the term as well?
I'm listening to you.
Do you agree with my definition of that term?
That's fine with me.
Okay. So you are literally currently in violation of the terms of service of YouTube. Is that true?
Put my phone number out there?
No, by having a channel.
No.
Okay. Let me explain to you why that's a lie or a misconception. You were banned way back when, in 2007, 2008, for doc dropping the owner of Atheist FM. You made a video which consisted of a track of audio over just an overlay on the screen with text, and you said, "You threatened my family, and you'll never threaten my family again." And you put his full name, his address, and his phone number, which you got from doing a Who Is lookup on his Atheist FM.
Oh! Shiny! Oh my god!
Yes, go ahead.
What a quiz search.
Oh! Shiny! Ghastly! 163 minutes, boys. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. We got it. It's not the Gengar. But at this point, no mames, güey. Pinche cabrón. Mira, there you go. You can see the perfect example. 3rd gen Gengar, 4th gen Gengar, 4th gen shiny Gengar. It's a female. So, okay, first of all, let's capture it. Let's not. Okay, Spore. Oh man, live, baby. We got it live, baby. Okay, the Ghastly fell asleep. Can you imagine if I kill it by accident? Okay. Let me grab my stylus. Okay. Bag. Pokeball. Well, it's blue, so Great Ball, of course. Luxury Ball. Yeah, luxury. One, two. Ooh. Okay. Bag. Ooh, it's getting naughty. Okay. I can't hurt him. I don't have anything else. It's been 3 years, baby. The curse broken. Okay, not yet. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Woohoo! Oh yeah. Ah. Give it a name to the caught Ghastly. Yes. So it's a female ghost. So I'm thinking Bowsette. How about that? That was good. Bowsette. How do you write Bowsette? Let me look it up. right? Bowser. No, no, no Bowser from Bowser. Boo-set. Like when Boo gets hit with the crown and becomes a Boo with tits. Bowser will be the girl. The Boo-set. Right, okay. Back. B U. God damn this fucking screen. So unresponsive. Boo-set. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boy. Boy. God damn this. I don't know if it is because I'm shaking or okay. Boo. Boo-set. Boo-set. I'm gonna cry. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna cry as well. Let's see. Oh, let's save. Let's save. I don't want to fuck this up. Save. And oh, this was in my own save file. El menor. You see, el menor. This other save file is from a random person I bought. Okay, let's check out this bad boy. Okay. Let's see. Boo-set summary. El menor, of course. Yeah, El menor is all my male trainers, and my female trainers are named after past ex-girlfriends. I know it's pretty cringe, but I don't know. I think it's appropriate. So it's bald, met in the old Chateau, October 31st, Halloween night. So let's. I'll evolve it later, but I wanna see how it looks in in battle. You do be like that? Oh, okay. I did caught a Gengar, but it's just a normal one. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Let's see the sprite on the front. Let's do one more lucky encounter in the other games, because that always happens that you do a lucky encounter and okay, normal Ghastly and Boo-set. Woo! Oh my god, crazy. You know what? You know what thing we should do before clipping this off? We should look up the ghost of Gen 4. Have you seen the ghost of the old Chateau, Pudu? My leg is fucking shaking. I can't stop. Yeah, there are two ghosts here that they have a random chance of appearing. Nope. Oh man, then you're gonna you're gonna see a treat. So yeah, they take a random chance, but this is a game where there's literal dead people in this game. Yeah. Let's see how many times does it take to see. Yeah, I don't care at this point. Woo, nice. Okay. It takes a chance, so let's wait. Oh man, now they're gonna take as much time as the shiny Pokemon. Maybe the ghosts are like, nah, we left a long time ago. Let's see. God damn. They don't want to show up. Arguably the creepiest Pokemon music there is. Yeah, give it a second. Give it a second. The chance isn't as low as a shiny Pokemon. Any day now. Oh, there it is. Ooh, spooky. When you come here, there's nothing. Well, that's one. And you know, in there are like textbooks here that talks about the story of the family. It's pretty spooky. This place is pretty good for shiny hunting Halloween. There's another ghost, and he's right in the same spot I was hunting. I just have to go back and forth. Yeah, I think it's right here. So yeah, I was shiny hunting in here, and wait. Yeah. I don't know if you can see in this room there's a portrait, and when I'm looking at it, it has nothing, right? But when I turn back, it has two little red eyes coming from it. But the other ghost is in one of these windows adjacent. And again, it takes a random chance to show up, so bear with me. Oh, there it is. There she was. Oh, that was way faster than the man. Oh, okay. One more time. Ghastly. And shiny Ghastly. Oh, can't escape. Woo! Creepy. Thank you for being all 160 plus hours, Pudu, and maybe I'll re-upload the video a lot shorter. So yeah, happy Halloween, and I hope you have a good night. Bye bye. I'm gonna turn off this before it crashes. Yeah.